We're back.
Hello friends, this is Sandy and we are back at Goodwill outlet today. I am happy to report this is the longest day I have ever spent at Goodwill outlet. I have so much footage for you guys. You are just gonna have a great time like I did. I did have to take a break, so there will be a couple of videos. I just couldn't put everything in one spot. It was just too much to edit, so I'm gonna have to split this up. Anyways, we're off to the races today, and Pier 1 Imports. Do you remember that store? I used to love going into that store, and I feel like the things are collectible now. So every time I see something that it's worth keeping, I try to get it because I just love their quality and I just love the atmosphere in that store. Every time I walk in, the fragrances that they use and the music, I just loved it. Anyways, I'll let you go now and I'll pop in here every time I see something really interesting. Do you all remember LuLaRoe? It was it was like this business that people were all getting into, and it was just really thin t-shirt style clothing that didn't last at all. Someone in the comments said that our bins are very deep and how in the world would they even move them, and here is how. I was really focused on a lot of organizational things today because I really need to get my kitchen organized. I have spices everywhere, dish towels everywhere, and I'm just looking around for things that I can organize. So, I mean, I get distracted. Obviously, every bin is like really fun to dig into, but I do have sometimes a goal. And I try to look for those things, because if you don't, you just get a whole bunch of random things that make no sense, and which is fine, but sometimes I really have to just focus, go in there with a plan and get what I need. guys, I'm giving this book a moment here because I really wanted this book. And I got so distracted looking at something else after this that I left it somewhere. I really wanted to use the pages for a craft project and I lost it. I forgot it and you'll see what happened with it. Any of you grew up in the 80s, this Napoleon Dynamite, although made later, it just has that 80s feel to it and it's very nostalgic and it's a silly movie, but I just love watching this movie with my kids. I always grab greeting cards, thank you notes. We always need those. And so every time I see them, I just grab them. Well, this doll right here took me back for sure, but we need to know, is it really a real Cabbage Patch? And yes, it is. because this is the third time that I go around to the books. I'm sorry about all the jumping around, but this is actually what I do when I go to the outlet. I get distracted, I go somewhere else, and then I go back to the books, and I go back to the glass, and it's just a jumping back and forth constantly. This book right here, The Hot Zone, my husband says is such a good book, and he gave his to his dad, so I'm giving him his own copy. I really like these, but I don't know. Are these still in style? I have no idea. And I mean, usually I just get what I like, but these were super, super heavy. So I needed to be sure if it was going to look right or not. I just ended up not taking them. What do you think? Would you have taken them? I always look at candles because I once bought a candle for about $3. I just thought it was beautiful, the outside of it, and inside it was barely used at all, but it was used. And when I looked online how much this candle went for, and it was like $120 or something. So I ended up selling it online for about $79.